It has been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's game 1 of the World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Seattle Mariners.
Pirates against the Mariners. We split evenly in the regular season, 2 games apiece.
Welcome to the World Series.
Welcome to the World Series, folks.
Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on the show, and it's coming up next.
We split 2 games apiece in the regular season at both fields. There he is coming in. Joe's got 5 home runs, 11 RBI.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Seattle Mariners.
Briefly now, we'll look at the 2 starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And here's Clint Hurdle's starting lineup for the Pirates in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Felix Hernandez gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, but wasn't able to get a decision. I look to get a W here in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Mariners will set up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, Kyle Seager over at third base, one of the best all-around third basemen in the game. Remember, he was an all-star in 2014, also garnered a Gold Glove Award.
Number 79 will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
Maybe the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
That evens it up 1-1. Hernandez comes set, ready with the 1-1 pitch.
We got 2 balls,
and they pitch
1 strike.
out here, but nothing's going on. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Yeah, Bullard's got a pretty good strike zone all around. He'll miss a call every once in a while in the corners, but what umpire doesn't?
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Smith. 2 down.
Batting fourth, center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Number 79 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Right fielder, number 79.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
And Hernandez will go to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw. And a dive, but he's back in. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Another one sent foul. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second.
Goes in with a stolen base. Big one there with no double play here.
Now a swing and a miss, and McCutcheon is set down for out number 1.
Well, in that situation, you'd love to be able to get that guy up to third base with just 1 out. But this is a swing and miss type of pitcher on the mound, so you knew he'd be going for the strikeout, and he winds up getting it.
At the plate, Brandon Belt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is
that was
get
a
to third
huge
base.
play there.
It's not a big help.
Huge play.
Pedro Alvarez.
Well, there's Pedro with 2 outs.
He was a
2-1 count here in the 4th.
Try.
Joe on third base. Felix Hernandez in some trouble.
Good idea of how to attack him again right here.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The 2-2 pitch. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Cruz has a read on it, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from game one after this. Matt Wieters will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Heading out towards shallow right. Holt ranging into the outfield. He's got it one away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Number 79 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Hernandez is ready. First pitch on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Andrew McCutchen ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Tap fouled at home plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now.
Over to third with aggressive run. A nice hit, Koch.
This is not really a high percentage play with 2 outs, but it's going to work out perfectly as he finds a hole.
Wow, he looked just like somebody.
Will step in now as his
Little
guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And
bases loaded here. Joe gets something started.
Reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Pedro Alvarez steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
The 1-2 pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And they get to force it home. Whatever works,
there it is.
The side is retired.
He gets El Toro swinging.
Leave him loaded. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Seth Smith gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Popped up. Belt is over. Makes the play, 1 away.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label, and this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Brad Miller strides in, grounded out his last time through. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. On to the 7th here in Game 1. And we still have no score. Number 79 will bat now, 2 for 3 in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's been solid at the plate for his team. One of the better performers in their lineup, I'd say.
On his way to pitch number 100. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Fly ball into straightaway left. Smith is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, They have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Mark Trumbo steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Taken high and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 3-0. Good night from Seattle.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 3 runs on 7 hits. 2 errors with 13 runners left on. For the Pirates, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Safeco Field, 47,116. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.